Hi everybody, we're back for Gunpla TV episode 294. I'm Scott Hards.
And I'm David Mail.
All right.
And the weird thing is, this is the first time we've combined together.
Oh my God, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
New combination. So many permutations and combinations of staff here at HLJ.
Everyone's got their own area of,
Yeah.
what's it called?
Their forte.
Yeah, forte.
Their area of strength, yeah. Well, as we promised last week, we have two exciting kits all built up and ready to go here. We're already kind of sneak previewing down here on the bottom.
Yeah.
As promised, I took care of MechaGodzilla here from Aoshima. And Dave, what do you got here?
I've got Naruto
Right.
from these new figurized standard kits. So
Yeah.
this is an awesome. It's got the magnets on the bottom.
Yeah, he's been walking around the office in strange places for the last couple of days.
By the way, it sticks on the front of my car as well. I checked that out last.
You didn't drive with Naruto on your car, did you?
No. But I put it there to see if my girlfriend would realize.
Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get some shots of that in a bit. The other exciting kit that's out this week, we don't have a build for you yet, is the very long named.
Yeah, the Unicorn Gundam 3 Phenex Destroy Mode Narrative Version Gold Coating.
Gold coating. That's a lot of quantifiers.
I mean, and it's even got more at the bottom, but
there's more.
More like of a title.
Full psycho frame prototype mobile suit.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
it's a fat box.
When we had the Great Mazinger and the Mazinger Z come out that we introduced a few weeks ago, I was jumping up and down about the box art. How awesome the box art was. How cool the box art was. I like when I cut it out and put it on my wall after I complete the kit.
However,
okay, Bandai, maybe they have so many kits to do that they can't really nail it every single time. But this thing is so sparkly, glowy effects all over the place. You can't even really tell what the mecha is going to look like.
Looking at this on YouTube, you won't even be able to tell.
It's just kind of a gold smear on the front of the box. But gold, oh my goodness, is it gold?
Yes, it's.
You got to check this out.
Very shiny.
We got some blue stuff here on the top. That looks a little bit like what I saw in the Naruto kit.
Yeah.
But then it's like, whoa, gold.
Full impact.
Mega gold.
Funny thing is, we both agree on this, that the actual finished product will probably look better than what they're advertising it with.
Yeah. Your chance to get a Big Mac that looks better than the one on the poster.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, actually, there's photos here. Maybe I should, to do it justice, let's do this.
Yeah.
Here's the instruction sheet, and you can see a photo of the built kit on the instruction sheet, and I think that definitely looks better than the box art.
Yeah, so I think Todd's going to be building that for you guys.
All right.
And we'll show that off next week.
That is actually very cool looking. Yeah.
So I've got that Egyptian color scheme, the blue and the gold.
Okay, yeah, I hadn't actually thought of that yet, but you've nailed it.
That's it.
Yeah, it kind of looks Egyptian.
All right. So look forward to that next time.
Okay, well, we got a lot to talk about today with MechaGodzilla here and Naruto. Why don't I start on Godzilla first? Or?
Yeah, and then we'll follow with Naruto.
Alrighty. Let me just grab him a little bit here before we take him over to the table. This took me, you saw last week, we showed how I did take the silver parts. Actually, in the finished MechaGodzilla, they're silver. In the box, they're gray. And of course, we don't want, a non-sort of shiny MechaGodzilla. So I got out my spray gun and silvered him up. I used, I believe it was Gunzei's number 217 aluminum. Was the color that I silvered him up with. And yeah, it's not overly shiny.
No.
I didn't want like a chrome look, but he does definitely have a metallic feel to him. That probably took me an hour. Well, actually, it took me more like 2 hours, but that's because, to be honest, I hadn't gotten my paints out in a few years. I'm going to digress for just a moment here. If you love building models and you really want to crank out a lot of models over the course of your life, do not start a mail order company. That is my advice to you. I'll just leave it there. But I broke the paints out first time in like 2 or 3 years. And if you've ever, opened a bottle of paint after 2 or 3 or 4 years of not using it, it can happen.
Yeah.
You've got like Jello down there at the bottom, or if you're lucky. And so I had to break out some new paints and get some new things going to finally fire it up. But got him painted okay. And then the actual assembly process, I'm going to go with about 5.5 hours, maybe 6 hours to put him together.
It looks like it took quite a while. But.
The tail, almost every section of the tail is individually jointed. Right at the very tip here, we have 2 or 3 that are a multi-joint segment, but everything down to about here is all individual pieces.
Reminds me of like putting tank kits together.
Yeah, when you're doing the tracks. And every one of these tail segments has got 3 pieces to it, a left, a right, and a top. So that was a little bit of repetitive work. But for the most part, I had no problems at all putting this kit together. I'm going to give kudos to Aoshima about that, with one important caveat, which I'll talk about once we get him over to the table. But yeah, this was great. The backpack here comes. Oh no, that's a spoiler. We'll talk about that once we get him over to the table.
Let's have a look.
Alrighty. Here he is. Here's the big man, or the big mecha man. Aoshima's new MechaGodzilla Kiryu, or Type 3 Kiryu, more accurately, which I believe appeared in the 2nd or 3rd MechaGodzilla movie. So this is kind of the advanced version. If you look at the original MechaGodzilla movie,
they look so like basic.
yeah, the original MechaGodzilla was pretty clunky looking.
I was looking at it on Wikipedia. Like it's got all the versions there, and this one's definitely
very badass. Cool. Yes. So as I was mentioning, yeah, this is a really good kit. This is the first time I've built an Aoshima kit, to be honest.
Yeah.
In all my years in the industry, I'm kind of actually surprised to hear myself saying that. But it's the first Aoshima kit I've ever done, and I had, some concerns. Is this going to be as good as Bandai, right?
Yeah, because
they set the gold
they've
standard.
been doing car kits, right? And
right.
So, this is really branching out, right?
Yeah, well, they've got a few other character kits now. They're starting in their new Aoshima character kit series, AXE. Yeah, being their acronym for that, Persona and a couple others that elude me at the moment. But this is their first really major offering in this series. And
boy, is it impressive.
Yeah, well, I put it together, and I really didn't have any problems at all putting it together. In fact, in general, more than a Bandai kit, I found that the parts fit was really nice and tight.
Yeah, that's what you want with something. Yeah. So I guess that tail poses very nicely.
Yes, almost everything on this is movable and posable. It's hard to see on camera, but there's these rubber inner parts that allow for flexibility. Some of the inner black parts are solid plastic, PVC. Some of them are a soft rubber material, which probably has an acronym for a name that I don't know the name of at the moment. But like these wires here sticking off the back, you can see that those are a soft rubber part. So all of the areas that need to be flexible are flexible. Of course, all of the joints you would expect to move do move. Elbows, shoulders. Oh, never got a shoulder piece coming off, but that actually goes on and off very easily. There's a lot of parts on this that are removable for the different versions. For example, this whole backpack here is removable. I guess that was something that shows up partway through the movie. There are 3 fins that you pull to mount that, and those can be remounted, of course, if you want to show him without the backpack in place. These arm cannons can be removed if you want to take those off. And also, I've got him just shown here with his leg boosters deployed, but you can
take them off.
Yeah, you can pop those out, and the leg panels do fold down.
Cool.
Now, of course, this is a dinosaur-type shaped thing, so obviously you're not going to have a lot of great leg mobility. You're not going to be posing him doing Zen meditation or anything. But the tail is nice and flexible. We'll pick him up here. Like I mentioned, there we go. Yeah, everything is, well, might as well show it off.
Yeah.
Everything has got these caps and socket type polycaps, and they snap pretty well. So you can, straighten the tail out. You can curve it in all the different poses that you'd want to do. So you can really get creative with your posing on this. Everything that you're going to want to move is pretty much moving.
And as we showed last week, the non-painted version, it looks impressive, but it's nothing on this. You've got to love the added shine, real feel.
And this really didn't take me that long. I just got out my spray gun and went and sprayed all over the place, and there you go. Now there was one slight disadvantage of doing that from a builder's perspective. And that's that I ended up getting silver dust all over my fingertips while I was summing it. Now we've lost his little rubber doohickey here, so we need to put that back on camera, and hopefully it will go nice and smoothly here. Get in there. There we go. And then this connects. Oops, this connects here.
This reminds me of the parts on R2-D2 when you connect in the tubes on the legs. It's very finicky.
Yep, there we go. As I was spraying, because you're using a metallic paint, by the time you're done assembling, your fingertips are just covered with silver dust. So you gotta wash up quite a bit there. Now I told you that the fit on this kit was great. It looks awesome when it's done. I do have one complaint though.
Yeah.
And this is what the Japanese call literally it's the whip of love. It's the Ai no Muchi in Japanese, which means the whip of love. And what that means is I'm going to offer some constructive criticism.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to say something.
Awesome kit, but
Aoshima needs to proofread their instruction sheets better.
Yeah.
There were several, I think 4 in my count. There were 4 parts callouts that were incorrect in the instructions. And those are easy to spot because they tell you to use a piece you've already used. And so you know you can't do that. And in that case, obviously, probably just a copy-paste when they were editing and they forgot to fix the final version or something. There was also some incorrect callouts on the inner rubber parts, which became clear when you tried to build them with the incorrect callout because it simply couldn't be done. You know, it wasn't there, it couldn't be done. So yeah, also some of the illustrations were simply not as clear as some of the illustrations that you'll see in typical Bandai kits. There's a few points where, for example, the diagram of the part that you need to be putting in a very particular orientation doesn't really show you clearly which way it's supposed to be up or whatever. You know, Bandai kits often have those little sort of like, kind of looks like quotation marks, you know, sticking next to the part.
Just showing where the little dimple is.
Yeah, to show you, okay, make sure that this little thingy is sticking up or whatever. And Aoshima has not done any of that in the instructions. And it really helps in several of the steps. But if you fiddle with the parts enough and look very carefully at the illustration, you can usually figure out where things need to go. But yeah, Aoshima, on the tooling itself and the design of the kit, big thumbs up.
Yeah, it looks
but on your instruction sheet, I'm going to give you a B- on the instructions. There's definitely room for improvement.
Yeah, because some people would get very confused at that and think parts are missing. You know?
Yeah, but they're not. So yeah, I can't recommend this kit highly enough. In fact, I'm not done. I can't resist. You know, I got out my spray gun and I did the silver, but look at all these great areas here. We've got little grills around the chest plates and up at the top here. And we have a lot of ridges sticking out and stuff, especially also ridges and bumps on this backpack.
And you can...
What I really want to do here, now that I've gone this far, is I want to do a nice enamel wash. And I think we could show this off in a couple weeks, how I do it. It's not hard. It's one of the most basic techniques there is in modeling. It's kind of like doing Gundam markers the old-fashioned way. So I think I'm going to do a black enamel wash on this guy to show some of the panel detail. And also do some maybe silver dry brushing like on his weapon packs and stuff to make him look a little worn. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we could do like a 101 episode for
that.
Yeah,
so in a couple weeks I'd like to show off the final version of this after I find some time to do a little bit more work on it.
That'd be awesome.
So yeah, absolutely. Great kit. Highly recommended. MechaGodzilla Type 3 Kiryu from Aoshima.
So here we have, well, you
Naruto.
guys know who he is.
Yes.
It's Naruto, of course. And this is probably the Shippuden version, right? So just off the bat, you can see he does all the original poses, like chakra. This is him forming his chakra, right?
Right.
And we have various other hands and things like that. So you've got the actual chakra hand and fists and things like that. He also comes with another face. So this one is
more
a very stern look.
Is he? We got a kind of a happy face going on.
He's got a type of like face.
Yeah, he's kind of. I'm not sure if he's focusing or if he's grinning. There.
Yeah, he's got that cheeky grin, like he, you know. I mean, everyone knows Naruto's a cheeky guy.
I've got your. Is this a family-friendly show? Are you allowed to use?
Oh, you can say anything. It's YouTube.
Your ass is mine. That's kind of what I think his expression is saying.
But yeah, just commenting on how this kit went together. It's you know, it's very simple. Didn't take long at all. Probably about maybe 2 hours.
That's all. Wow.
And there are a few stickers on him, so you can see down here his bandages are all stickers. Okay. 3 of them. And then the great thing is that this pocket here is just put over the seams, so you can't even see where.
Oh, so that obscures the sticker seams then. Okay, very cool.
And then you've got another sticker here for his silver.
Oh, the headband. Okay.
And one on the back, and one on the shoulder.
All right.
So they look good, but I mean you can see a bit of crumpling there because it's just, you know, it's trying to go over a 3D surface. They
don't give you water slide?
No, unfortunately not.
Can I play?
Yeah,
play?
Go for
it.
I
haven't actually handled this thing yet. So yeah, we've got like flexible. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, pretty flexible joints.
Yeah, the great thing is you can really maneuver him around, so you can put him on any surface. So.
Right. Yeah, we've left the feet on because they're just so cool.
Yeah.
These come off, of course, right?
Yeah. And he does come with a base.
It comes with base. We just haven't set it up yet.
No,
because
but you can do it.
You don't even really need it
because you can stick it to anything.
Yeah.
So here we have him with his Rasengan. That's right. Other maneuverability is, his head moves around very well. His arms, very good. Here, it's not quite stiff around his waist, actually. I think if you pulled it up too much, it would come off.
No, don't break him.
Obviously, the legs are great. But he comes with an extra part for the proper, mega... What's the actual word for it? Wind Rasengan or something like that? So, as you can see, you can actually fit on the chakra effect pretty well, because he's got a hole in his hand, in his palm, that allows you to just stick it on. But also for extra
oomph.
Yeah, you can actually clip this onto his hand, and it goes into it. I put it on the wrong way around, but that goes in, and it just gives it a bit more
distance or whatever. Yeah, like it's levitating or something.
Because obviously, if you're putting him upside down from somewhere, you're going to want to make sure it doesn't fall off. But this kit is so much fun, and I think just being able to put it anywhere is the best thing.
Yeah. Those magnet feet sell it for me. Literally.
Yeah, literally. I'd love to see it used in more kits. The magnet effects.
Well, I'm definitely building it.
Yeah,
totally building it.
I think I'm going to try and. I think I'm going to get another one and just. We've got to have some double teaming effects here. So.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, good job, Bandai. That's an awesome kit.
Yeah, definitely very high fun factor on this one.
Okay, so that was awesome. I can't believe that that's a kit.
I'm totally going to build this now. After watching that, I've got to have one of these because the magnet feet for me just absolutely make it. Because there's so many ways you can play with this.
I want everyone in the office to make one, and that's just to have these like Narutos hanging around everywhere,
all over the place.
And obviously, you can do that and have them both in the same shot because, as you all know, in the anime, they all work together. What's it called? Bunshin something. When they
when he Bunshin no Jitsu or whatever it is, when he splits himself into multiple copies,
forming the chakra and stuff. So
this would actually be cool. I'm just kind of going off here, but like if they made a generic accessory for Gundam kits or something, where you could like put those magnets on their feet, and even if you don't have the magical effects, just something where you could use the magnets to stick the kits more effectively in various ways. That would be really cool.
That would be cool. And now there's a lot of things that people are doing wirelessly. We saw like a few weeks ago with the LED kits. So just mixing that all together with magnets would cause some pretty cool effects.
The possibilities are endless.
Yeah. So all right, we have some comments, and the first one is just a comment, not a question, but it's from Daikilla.
Daikilla. Okay.
I'm also a fan of the buildable action figure trend going on right now. It's a good option for people that can't always afford Figma and don't mind putting a little extra work in. It's not just the effort. It's It's being, as Scott always says, it's actually being able to know that you've made that.
Yeah. I don't. We use the word work there. He used the word work there. I don't actually consider that work.
No, it's good fun.
I enjoy doing it, and when you do the actual build, you know what you've done so intimately well. When you're done, that it's, I don't know, it gives you a special attachment to the kit, I think, that you don't get when it's just pop it out of the box and sit it on your desk. So please, by all means, Bandai, do not stop releasing figurized stuff. I love this.
They're doing another one very soon. It's a character. I don't watch this, but it's a character from this series.
Oh, okay.
And it's a cute girl, so I'm sure it'll be
very
goodness.
Popular. Well, we'll have to make sure we buy a lot of that.
Yeah. And the next one is a question, and it's to do with our new site.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even know how I'm going to pronounce that. Kajunring.
Kind of a shortage of vowels in there, but okay.
Yeah. Anyway, question. Does the new HL site retain an advanced search function, or has that been axed?
How do I want to answer this one?
We get this question a lot.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've had several inquiries about where's our advanced search engine. Okay, at the present time, no, there is no advanced search engine on the new HLJ site. And why not, Scott? We use that all the time. Okay, here's the behind-the-scenes reason for this. We've been in business now for 23 years, and our product database, we have never deleted anything, okay? And our product database currently contains now, including discontinued products, over 1 million SKUs. And if we leave all of the SKU, by the way, that's stock keeping unit for industry jargon for items, okay? When we put all of that data into the online search engine, it really bogs it down, because most of the items obviously are no longer available. The vast majority of them are no longer available, and it really hinders search engine performance when you're trying to sift through the items that are still purchasable and available. So what we did initially is we decided to drop the bulk of the discontinued items from our online database. And since we knew that most people were using the advanced search engine to look for discontinued items, then it didn't seem very practical to have the advanced search engine at that point. However, we have had a lot of comments about it, and we're trying to figure out ways that we can reinstate this function and maybe keep the discontinued merchandise in a separate database, so it's not going to bog down the main one, which everyone is looking for or using to get the products that they can actually purchase right now.
Yeah, because it's helpful knowing if you've missed out on something, isn't it?
Yeah. Or I'm sure I saw that here last week, and now it's poof or whatever.
But you can still find ways of finding old products by using Google and stuff like that.
Yeah, Google caches stuff for a while too. So you can check using Google to make sure it wasn't just your imagination.
Yeah, because sometimes things go and then they're discontinued straight away.
But we understand there is an archival value to that, to be able to see what came out back in 1998 or whatever, because we actually were still keeping online product information from 10, 15, even as long as 20 years ago. And although it's really kind of cool to be able to go look at those old kit listings. And also the crappy old images that we used to have. They were so low resolution.
Yeah. It's funny because actually with that advanced search function, you could look anything up.
Right.
And so we still had people contacting us, from these things like that came out in 1998 or something. It's like, when is this coming back out again? It's like, I'm afraid that one's gone. But
false hopes, sadly. But so that's the story there, and like I said, we're trying to figure out ways we can bring that information back to you online without, needlessly slowing down the main search function at the same time. So thank you for those comments, and we are listening to them.
Yep, we are always listening. And now it's come to that time, the giveaway.
Money, where we give away free money. All right, who do we got this week?
We've got the
Clunk.
Ta-da,
the free money this week, 2,000 yen as usual. And who's the lucky winner?
I'm going to give Scott the honors.
Alrighty, let's see here.
Announcing this one.
Okay, you hold the money.
Okay, money.
Alrighty. This week's lucky prize winner is number 29, the 29th commenter on our website from last week's episode. And that's Edgy Lou, who wrote to us and said, I'd love to see an HGUC Revive version. Okay, I wish I could say truthfully, yeah, I would too, but I'm not sure what the Revive version is.
No, I don't know either. But we had that on the show last week, didn't we? The normal version.
Yeah, is he still sitting around somewhere?
Probably.
Nope,
wait. It's Todd's item, so he definitely always takes them back.
Yeah.
We've got to get a video of that sometime.
All the stuff
inside of it, that room that everything gets kept in. I'm sure it's.
We ought to do that. Yeah. And you know what we ought to do? We also ought to go over to Beaver Corporation,
Yeah, we've got to do that.
Our import subsidiary, because oh my God, all the stuff that we've built for all the hobby shows,
it's still there.
We don't throw that stuff away because it's just it's just too hard, you know, psychologically to throw away a model you've actually even put a little time into. So we have a room. We'll have to show them that.
That's got to be.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So obviously you can also enter to win another 2,000 yen store credit.
Yep.
On this episode. So you do that by going to hobbylink.tv, commenting on episode 294, and Todd will randomly pick one of you guys, and you'll get a nice 2,000 yen.
Keep it thoughtful, keep it clean. We appreciate that.
Of course. And also, we would appreciate if you liked and subscribed and hit the bell button to make sure you get notifications.
Yep, and we got presence on all the usual social media, and you know what those are by now. So
yeah, so we're not
gonna.
Lindsay's the only one who says that, so it's a tongue twister. But yeah, so next week, look forward to this, and we'll probably have some new Bandai products coming out that we want to show you.
Yep, the latest and greatest. All right. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you again next time.
Bye.